Comfortable.
How are you guys?
Good, good.
Good. Is this happening like one at a time, or do you want me to like talk like this?
No, just
All together.
It's my first Comic-Con.
Fun so far?
Yeah, it's great. It's been good.
So tell us about working on the 100.
Working on the 100 was a blast. Being a Canadian girl, it was really nice to go back up to my northern roots and shoot in beautiful British Columbia. It wasn't a far stretch to be. My character is the first one that steps foot on Earth, so that wasn't really hard to imagine what that was like, being in the rainforest and national protected parks were just so beautiful and epic and lush, and had a great time.
Was it all shot on location instead of being in a soundstage?
Well, the stuff that was shot in space was shot in the studio, but since we got dropped on Earth, we were in the rainforest the entire time. So it was great. We hit some rain, sunshine, some hail, besides golf balls one day. We got it all.
In the trailer, you're the one that jumps in the lake, and something comes to get you.
Yeah, sea monster. It's the first time we've ever seen water before. So my character was the first one to spot it, and Octavia Black, the character I play, is a bad girl, doesn't listen to anything. Her crime that she committed that got her in jail in the first place was simply being born. She was born into blasphemy. You're only allowed to have one child. Up in space dealing with population control, and I was the second. So naturally I don't want to listen to anything now that I'm on Earth and jumped in the water, and yeah.
You get an unfriendly visit, yeah.
Yeah.
So what happens after that?
Well, you'll have to tune in to episode 2 to find out. No, she makes it. Her friends manage to pull her out, and Clark, played by Eliza Taylor, because she's the brains behind it all, and the natural born leader, figures out if you kick a stone into the water, it got distracted, and it pulled me out and wrapped me up.
Can you talk about filming that scene, because it looked like action?
Yeah.
It's like, how tough was it, and how much more action do you get to do?
I'm a big believer and fan, growing up as a tomboy myself, and tuning into my Canadian roots and doing all my own stunts as much as I can. So it's fun to get into the water and pull it off with the rigs and get wet. It's good.
What was under there? Are you in a rig then? Are you being pulled about?
Yeah, they pulled me about. They really tried to, Jason Rothenberg, our executive producer, creator, writer, the inspiration was the Jaws scene where she was getting dragged around. So I remember when he was showing me the plan for the episode, he showed me the clip of that. He's like, that's what you're going to be doing. So it's great. I was like, yeah, I'm ready, game on.
Do you think that Octavia is going to be an advantage having the only one having a family member with her?
Yeah, I mean, she being kept under the floorboards her entire life, basically, the fact that she got reunited with her brother, and yes, she's the only one with some sort of familiarity on Earth, definitely helps, I think, but I think she's also going to get a little annoyed when he tries to be a little too overprotective. She's like, hey, I just stepped foot on Earth. There's boys around, I'm going to do what I want, so I think it's going to be a little bit of a, push-pull with that.
What sort of preparation did you have to do physically to get ready for this?
I always try to stay in shape and out of trouble as much as possible. So I hit the gym a lot. I do Pilates. I do some martial arts. Ride my motorcycle around LA as much as possible, and that kind of thing.
What do you think about the balance of it? Obviously it's dystopian, it's future, but really it's kind of Earth being the most alien place for you guys again. So the mix of sci-fi of it, do you feel like it's going to feel more grounded sci-fi, or are they telling you that it's going to, get a little bit big and be able to add, the world building that they've got for the future?
Right. I don't know if anyone saw the pilot, but where the two-headed deer comes in, I think, because of the nuclear apocalypse and stuff like that, the Earth has definitely been affected. There's acid rain and acid fog that comes in, and we're going to be dealing with a lot of issues to just maintain survival, alliances, being 100 kids trying to make it work amongst each other, and power struggles and stuff like that. All of our effects come from the same people that did all the Twilight movies, so they're all amazing, look really good. Yeah, it's great. It's nice to be a part of a sci-fi project. I've never done that
You see the deer, and then they mention in the trailer, we're not alone. Are there surviving humans?
The writers are pretty tight-lipped, and I kind of like it that way as an actress myself, not knowing what's coming from my character, because I can't anticipate anything either. So I have to see. I honestly don't know who shot the spear. Devin's character. No idea. I'm excited to find out too. We haven't even received the script yet or anything. So yeah, we start shooting in mid-August back up in Vancouver. So we'll find out.
How do you think you'd handle life as one of the 100?
I mean, coming from a Thunder Bay girl, I can start a fire with nothing. Probably rubbing these two iPhones together. No, but if I came straight from space, I don't know. I mean, there'd be a lot of cooks in the kitchen, you know? It'd be like Christmas time with like too many women trying to cook something, with like 100 of us trying to like, no, we should build this, we should, you know, set up our structures here. I don't know, there's gonna be a lot of drama that's gonna go on. People that think they want to do it their way or my way. See.
Are you happy camping and stuff like that?
Love to camp, yeah. Marie loves to camp. Octavia, we'll see, but yeah.
And what about her? Like, she's a bit of a rebel in the show. Were you a rebel when you were hitting the...
I don't know. I never played the good girl in anything, so I wonder if the industry was trying to tell me something. Octavia is a rebel for sure. She's got a chip on her shoulder. I don't think her social skills are that great personally, being brought up under the floor for so many years. And then she'll just do what she wants when she wants to. And definitely Octavia and Clark are going to butt heads. Absolutely. There's no question about that. So that'll be something to look forward to.
So this is your first sci-fi project, right?
Yeah.
Why jump into the genre now?
Good question. I was already a part of the CW family being on Cult. So when Jason Rothenberg got in contact with us about this script, the words just really jumped out on the page. Hey, why not? You know, try anything once. Sci-fi, let's do it. And the fans are really loyal by the looks of Comic-Con, and they get really into it. So I'm excited to be a part of that.
Have you had any fan encounters here yet?
I'm sorry.
Have you had any fan encounters here yet?
You guys are like our first, like, pretty much couple stops. So not yet. We haven't gone into the main area yet. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, I saw R2-D2 roll by, and I thought it was a small child who tried to get out of the way, and I'm like, oh no, that's full-on R2-D2. Yeah, very cool.
You came up on crutches. Why?
I did. When you know, my parachute didn't deploy when I came down from space, so it is what it is. I'm still trying to comprehend that, wrap my head around it. Why? No, I'm shooting an action parkour movie right now in New York City called Tracers with Taylor Lautner. I'm trying to do a lot of my own stunts and pulled them off very, very well. And then, of course, when I'm at the gym in my hotel doing my butt blasting workout, I just, you know, didn't tune into my inner Jane Fonda and rolled my ankle and snapped my tibia. Yeah, I'll be fine by the time we start shooting, so it's good. And for now, I just have the biggest triceps ever from crutching around Comic-Con.
What was the audition process like for this?
It's intense. It was pretty lengthy, for sure. The audition process was a lot of fun. I really connected with all the producers, and the network already knew who I was and all my work from working in the Cult, so they were really welcoming and open to the idea of me playing Octavia. So I'm really glad that they kept me in mind and thought of me, and CW's been great to me.
Did you have to screen test against others, or?
Yeah, there was a couple other girls for sure that I'm sure, narrowed it down to. But no, it was me alone in the rooms. I didn't get to act with the others until I showed up on set, so it was a surprise to meet everybody. Yeah, the cast is great. Yeah.
Is there someone that you would like to see Octavia maybe have a romantic encounter with yet?
The only thing I'm told about Octavia is she definitely gets passed around like a hot potato. So we'll see.
So she has some fun.
She does, yeah. She does have some fun, yeah.
How awkward
Cat's
is
out of
it?
the bag.
How awkward is it to do those sort of scenes?
My first big love scene I just did actually with Taylor Lautner on Tracers, and that was his too. So it's never romantic. It's totally awkward and weird having so many crew around, and there's nothing sexy about it. You just gotta kind of tune everybody out. You know, I don't think I've ever met an actor that really loves to do them. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah.
And why should people tune into the show then?
Because I think it's something for everybody. The 100 between the younger generation cast and the older generation cast up in space, it's got such a broad spectrum across the charts for everybody. You know, dealing with a brand new world, the deceit, the alliances, trying to start something new. The possibilities are really endless when you're stepping on fresh new earth, not knowing what's around the corner.
Great. Thanks.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thanks.
Thank you.